Good evening, everyone. My name is Juan Carlos Soriano Romero. We're going to talk about the lesson plan speaking, the main skill. So, join with me are right now the teacher Isela and Kimberly. Together, we're going to talk about a topic we know is very important in our life. Uh, for example, when we talk about relationship, we can talk about everything into the humanity, how uh, we can interact one each other. So that's why we are being getting in this class length about 45 minutes with 10 student. I don't know what happened with the other student. They are not here. So in this way, we are going with the student the age 17 to 19-year old. So those students they belong Academia Europea, and as we know, they are in a level um, advanced law. That's why we're going to work about they have a functional understanding of English grammar and they know about vocabulary. And however, we must develop more fluency and confidence in expressing complex ideas. Uh, and we're going to get a discussion about this topic. So we're going to work and pair. We're going to make some activities. As we know, we have three stages when we're going to work together. In some cases, we're going to make some question you have to answer, and we can exchange the role. We can be a student or we can be teacher. It's in the same way working together. So the context for learning is EFL student, which I mentioned before, with advanced love level in English. So we have the main objective in this lesson plan, and this about the main skill of speaking. We have um, the first objective about engage. This is an important word. Remember or understanding. By the end of the class, we're going to the student going to enter in a phase when you'll be able to record or explain on least key vocabulary items or item. So in every stage we're going to work, for example, the first one, we're going to work about warm up or presentation. That is, we're going to start talking or speaking about the engage as a second objective study, applying and analyzing. So we have to pay attention on that. This objective going to work together in the whole lesson plan. This is very important to know. Now in the last one, activate, talking about the main skill speaking, evaluating and creating. In the three objective, we are interacting with the three stage: presentation, practice, and production. And the lesson content is expressing opinion about perspective on relationship. For example, me, you, with our family, with our friends, with everybody. We're gonna give some advice or suggestion, and we're going to get a discussion, challenge, solution, and relationship, and describing different type and stages of relationship where we are working on that, like a friendship, family, romantic, or professional, even job, spiritual. We're going to work with language structure, like some, for example, expressing opinion while understand, despite the fact that, or we're going to work with some conditional sentence. We know when we find in a hypothetical situation or giving advice. Those kind, I know in your level, you know what is conditional sentence. Now we're going to talk about vocabulary related to relationship, and we're going to work together. So that's why I had to present you right now at the teacher Kimberly. She's going to start to share with you the first stage.
Hi guys.
Hello.
I see you.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. To start today's class, we're going to talk about a very common but also very important topic is relationships. In English, we use the word relationships to refer to the bonds or connection we establish with other people. These relationships can be of different type, friendly, family, romantic, work related, among others. Each of them has its own characteristic and is essential to understand how they work in order to improve communication and coexistence with others. To begin and to get a bit deeper into the topic, we're going to start the class with a quick warm-up activity to activate our ideas about today's topics, relationship. I just share a link in the chat that will take you to a public page. There you will see three columns. Please read each question and carefully. The objective of this activity is to activate prior knowledge and generate key ideas about the concept of relationship. The first question is, what word come to mind when you hear relationships? The second question is, what type of relationship do you know? Friendship, for example, friendship, family, or romantic, etc. And the third question is, what are some important qualities for a successful relationships? I ask you to write one word, phrase, or short idea in each of these columns, and then share a brief opinion about each question with the class. And the fourth question that appears on the palette, describe a relationship that has been important in your life, will not develop right now. That will be a small homework assignment. You will have in the 1 or 2 minutes to read the question and write your ideas. The important thing is to activate what you know about the topic. Go.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, Sela, excellent. Your opinion, Isela, and the answer communications?
Okay. Um, in my opinion, communication is very important because honest and open conversation and truth, knowing the other person has your back.
Juan Carlos?
It's about the same question. Okay. We are talking about relationship. Okay. I'm all
Okay.
right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You asking me about relationship or what time? What is the question? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What is your opinion on the question? One, two, or three?
In my case, what are some important quality for a successful relationship? Depend on what kind of relationship we are or we join. For example, if we have a relationship with our family, it would be how we can be in join with, for example, my dad, my father, sorry, my mom, or my brothers, my sister. Depend on what kind of relationship. Or when we talk about sentimental relationship, so I mean, it's when we join to person with a feeling very deep. That's why they start talking. How um, can start a relationship between two person. That's my opinion. The question three.
And the question two, Isela?
Okay. The relationship I know is family, include parents, siblings, extended family, often unconditional and love-lasting and romantic, involves emotional and psychological intimacy, often require deep communication and trust.
Okay, very good, guys. Thank you for your input. These small brainstorming sessions shows that we have experience with different type of relationships and that there are important qualities that can strengthen those bonds. Everything you have shared will serve as a foundation for the next activity where we will further explain the dynamics within relationships. In the activity number 2 is relationship dynamics quiz. Now, we're going to do an interactive activity to practice what we know and apply new vocabulary. I prepare a quiz on generally with 5 questions about situations that can happen within different relationships with friends, family members, partners, or coworkers. Each question has 3 answer options. You must read carefully, choose the option that seems most correct, or appropriate to you, and briefly justify your choice using key vocabulary you already know. The objective of this second activity is to explore common dynamics and different types of relationships using related vocabulary. The vocabulary expected to be used in the answer is following: respect, empathy, boundaries, conflict, communication, compromise, honesty, trust, and so forth. Now, let's go through the question. We read them aloud and you should answer according to the instruction. Start. Okay. The first question is, how would you handle a conflict with a friend? And the possible answer is number A, talk honestly and calmly, and B, ignite it, and C, blame them. What is the answer?
Letter A, tell honestly and calmly.
Yes.
And why?
Calmly.
Why?
Because um, if we ignore it, we are not really our close friend. Or when we blame them is because we are not really true person, or with a kind of friends. If we are definitely friends with somebody else, we tell honestly and calmly. No scream, no try to hurt their his feeling or her feelings. That's my opinion for that question.
Oh, sorry. The second question is, what would you do if someone doesn't respect your boundaries? Is A is let it go, B is get angry, and C set limits clearly. What is the answer? Possible.
Um, for me, is C, said limit clearly.
What is the answer?
Because I will clearly and as the communicator what my limits are and explain why they matter to me. If the person continue to ignore that, I will consider distance myself or rethinking the relationship. Respect is key in any interaction. If someone can respect your space, time, or evaluate, is okay to protest your well-being and set firmer limits.
Okay, Sela. The question number 3 is, what is the importance of communication in a romantic relationships? The
Letter C.
answer possible is makes it fun, avoids problems, build trust.
Letter C.
Why?
Oh, because it's the same thing I was mentioned before. When we are two person, we build a trust relationship without lying. That's the point where we can build a great relationship and romantic. Because if I talk with the truth, what is gonna happen in the future. But if I start telling lies, I know where I'm going. I'm going in the wrong way, or the person is lying to me is going the wrong way, and I know the relationship is gonna be drop away or throw away. That's my opinion. That's why, well, we build the letter C is the correct answer.
Okay. Carlos. The question number 4 is, how can empathy influence work relationships? Number A is slow productivity, B improves teamwork, and C creates distance. What is the answer? What is the answer?
Letter B, in my opinion.
Is a And question number 5, and finally, what advice would you give to maintain a healthy professional relationships? The possible answer is always agree, be respectful, and avoid talking.
In my opinion, let it be, because if we show respectful, if I am disagree with my friend or another person when am I in a relationship about in my family or romantic relationship, we have to show respect. Now we how can we expect from the other person the same way? Respect. That's why we can build a good relationship when we say or when we mention the truth. That's my opinion. I don't know if my partner Isela disagree with me or disagree with me.
Yes, I think.
Okay. No,
It's not.
it's incorrect. A or C or C. A or C.
Oh, I was wrong. We can make a mistake.
No problem.
A or C. What? Why? Why?
I don't think so. This is the correct answer, teacher. Because if I always agree with something, you know, I change in my mind because, for example, um, is I know a relationship is going to the wrong way, but if I agree with that, I probably am making a mistake. This is my opinion, my personal opinion.
Gisela? You?
I don't know. Um, 8.
Yes, it's complete and finish. Okay, okay, okay. So, very good. Great job, everyone. Before we finish, let's review some job, everyone. Key points we covered today to make sure we let's all understand the essential of the topics. Let's review the key points of our first stage of the class is the type of relationship that exists. For example, friendship, family, romantic, and work. And so the important qualities in relationship. communications, empathy, respect, support, trust, and honesty, and the dynamics that strengthen a healthy relationship is such as setting boundaries, resolving conflicts, and seeking compromise. Thank you for participating actively. Everything we learned today will be useful not only in this class but also in your daily life, where we are always in contact with others. Great job, guys.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue with my partner,
My partner,
Gisela.
Gisela.
Okay, let me see. Can you see?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good evening. Let's do the practice part in this activity that consists of being able to express ourselves according to a specific situation and being able to help each other within relationship. Okay. Describe your situation and give advice on. I am going to explain the activity. First, it's called a talk show. What you are going to do is describe a situation and the other person will give advice or what can be done. Second, here is the situation. In this case, I choose romantic. One of the you will talk about your situation and the other will give advice. For example, the problem is that Isela can make friends because it makes me anxious relation to people, etc. And the other student will answer, in my opinion, you should try it because it's very nice and that way you to talk. I have you read the situation. Are you understand?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, let's start.
Okay. Hi, guys. Um, and today I want to share something very personal with you, something that has been weighing heavily on my heart. The truth is, my heart is broken, and even though I know it's incredible hard to let go of what I felt. I want to tell you about a relationship that means so much to me. I gave everything for him. It wasn't just love. It was the idea of building something real, sharing my dreams and my life with someone I truly care for. The little moments we share, like those aimless walk of the never-ending conversation, made me feel like we were building something bigger. I thought all of that means something. But little by little, I started to realize that he was becoming more distant. I kept waiting for things to go back to how I had shared, not to just be an illusion. But reality turned out to be different. It was really hard for me to accept that maybe I was the only one who felt so deeply, while he was no longer in tune with the same feelings. That hardest part has been realizing that, even though I know I should move on, I can't help but still want him. What hurts the most isn't just losing someone, but losing everything. I imagine with him. Something I feel like that future I dream of no longer makes sense. And even though I know how to let go, a part of me just can't. Carlos?
Right. When we start a relationship, we are not really prepared what is going to happen in the future. We don't know if that relationship is going to be for the whole life, or it's going to stop in a few days or a few weeks or a few months. But when we start being in love, we would like it to get that relationship forever, definitely in our cases. So, but the best advice I can give you right now is you don't have to try that situation, that situation. You have to struggle against situation because I know it's hard. Live or some people when they are really uh, in our heart. But in my opinion, you would do something like visit some different places, study or read a book, watch a movie. It's a different scene when we can try to forget uh, uh, adverse situation happening like you was telling us a few minutes ago. But you know, I know I'm not wrong, but the time is gonna give you the reason when you every day, that kind of relationship is broke you, but I know you're going to be in the future in a few days, a few weeks, you're going to feel better because you know that situation passed away. Now you have to watch a new way and you have to uh, be prepared for the next situation. That's my opinion.
Thank you for
Okay.
your advice, Juan Carlos.
Okay.
Okay, very well. You did great. Very good activity. And so we finish the activity. It's my turn and my partner, Juan Carlos.
Okay. Now it's my turn with you guys. So, um, in the last stage about practice, we're going to work in 15 minutes. What are we gonna do, guys, in this stage? We're going to have activity like a role. Oh, sorry. And the practice. Okay. In this stage, it's about production. It's the last stage where we're going to know how we've been working in the first one state presentation. You know what it was the topic, what it was the what kind of topic we're going to work. Like the other teacher were um, speaking about some situation, some question. Now let's move for the last stage is production. We're going to make a talk show. A talk show is one meeting when we going to discuss some question, we're going to get it some answer or different opinion. So we're going to get an interactive talk show with a segment. You have to get or you're going to get some minutes to answer some question. For example, in the about, if we continue talking about the relationship, we can find different kind of relationship in our life. So that's why we're going to form now we can talk just you, me, two, three, four, five students. But we're going to make some question. I'm going to make you question and you have to answer me. You feel like are in a talk show, and in this activity, we're going to form a group. Now we can form a group just two person, and we're going to talk about a specific relationship, why you are agree or disagree in that kind uh, of question going to make you right now. We're going to make a guest speaker. It's me, the audience member will be you. Okay, guys, are you prepared?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's move on from the activity we're going to work. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Okay. I think I am in a wrong way. Sorry, guy.
No problem.
Let me search the activity where I'm working right now. Mm, Give me a couple minutes. I'll be with you. Let's move on to the, okay, that's the link I'm going to work. Okay, guys, this is we're going to do. Sorry, I am in the wrong way. Definitely. Okay, let me search about the information and let's move. Okay, here we are. Sorry, guys, for um, getting this problem. You know, I have a technical problem. Okay, let's move on for the first activity we're going to talk. Okay, and this activity I'm going to present you uh, about a relationship. You know,
You need a help.
say it again. Can you see my screen? Can you see the activity where we're going to work?
No.
Okay, not really. Okay, let's um I'm not really sure if you now can you see?
Yes.
What is it? What is relationship? Can you see my screen? Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What is the question? What is the question about what? What is relationship definition an example? Who can tell me about continue talking about relationship or can give me some example? Can you hear me?
Yes. Friendship.
Relationship.
Uh-huh. Friendship
Okay.
build
Friendship would be
um
friendship, right?
work or professional.
Uh-huh. What else?
Romantic.
For sure, romantic. We can find relationship everywhere around the world. Romantic relationship. Where else, guys?
Teacher and students.
Definitely, it's a relationship we are getting right now. You
Yes.
say the correct word, correct answer. What else, guys? Tell me.
Relation in the family. For the family.
Definitely, we are family. It's very important. Because we are being grown up with them. For example, our father, our sister, brothers. Good example. What else?
That's it.
Okay, let's move on for the next one. Presentation. It will be okay, let's see if we are being if we are disagree or agree with the comment or with example we are making. So we can find a meaning relationship. We have a connection between individual, like you mentioned before, including family, platonic. This is weird. We can find platonic relationship. Can you explain me what do you think about platonic relationship? Could you tell me? Could you give me an example?
Mm,
Platonic relationship. Uh, I know if I can help you. Platonic relationship means when, for example, now the Jones guy, they say, oh, this is my crush, or he is my crush, or she is my crush. Is we are being love about the person, but we never been getting a relationship with them or with her or with him because it's our love platonic. Do you understand me?
yes.
Okay. Um, in this, kind of relationship, we share like a companionship or when we are living like a cohabitating, we are not married, but we can living together in now join with a girl, man, different kind of relationship. So that's why we're going to move some I'm gonna ask you some question about clarifying question. If you want to share some experience or if you offer different perspective. That's why I'm going to move the next presentation. What make a relationship healthy? Could you tell me, um, or could you maybe give me some example? can answer or respond any of you.
For me, a healthy relationship is mostly based on mutual respect. It's feeling like you can be yourself without fear of being judged, and and knowing the other person feels free and safe with you too. I also think honest communication, emotional support, and space to grow individually are essential. A good relationship isn't about being together all the time, but about growing both as a couple and as individuals. When there's trust, respect, and mutual care, that's what's making truly healthy.
Right. What about you, Isela?
Okay. The second question, uh,
Uh-huh.
in my
Can love
opinion,
exist
for
without
from
trust?
my experience, no. There might be affection, attraction, or even a shared story, but with trust, love becomes issued and fragile. Trust in what allows you to emotionally relax with someone, to let your one down and build something real. I have been in situations where I say I love him, but I constantly feel or anxious, and that's not summable. Love needs a strong foundation, and for me, that foundation is truth.
Right. Okay. Let's finish with the last question. What are the signs of a toxic relationship? We know, do you have any idea about when we can find a toxic relationship, or what are the signs when we can say, oh, I am in a relationship really toxic? Could you give me some example?
Okay, I have been in a relationship where I slowly start to feel I was losing myself. Manipulation doesn't always show or clearly at first, but it starts with comments that make you doubt yourself, with roles that seem to be for you one good but take away your freedom, where their constant critics control excessive and specific when you feel more sad than happy. This is my opinion.
Great, great. Do you have any comment? The last comment to finish this activity, this talk show, Kimberly? Okay, if you are not, if you don't have anything to say, I would like it, to give you a thank. It's been a pleasure work with you guys in this talk show. I'm really excited to share some comment, some advice, or what kind of example you have about the relationship. Remember, uh, in the relationship, it stems topic. We can be talking the whole day, 2, 3 more day. But the very important thing in this topic is be truthful. That's the good point, and be respectful. And the other point would be, if we feel something deep inside our heart, we have to care that feeling, and the relationship, we can be a great relationship if we are connecting with a different person. But the main thing is if we talk with the truth always. thank for everything. And I think I don't know if you have any comment. If you want to share some opinion to finish this class. No, you don't have anything to say. Appreciate your attention, guys. And I know if we keeping working on that, we can be a good relationship. And it's been a pleasure to work with you again. I hope to see you soon.
Okay.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.